So students, there are 78 very short questions which answers are in one sentence is from the chapters definition, scope, subject matter and basic concepts of economics. Out of these 78 questions, we have already discussed 26 very short questions from the chapters definition, scope and subject matter of economics in our last video, that is in part 1. Now in part 2, we will discuss 26 very short questions from the chapters on basic concepts of economics bearing question number 27 to 52. In this video, that is in our part 2, we will discuss these questions and their answers in one sentence. Others 26 questions we will discuss in our next videos, that is in part 3 from the chapters basic concepts of economics only. So let us start today's discussion, right? Question number 27, what is utility? And the answer is, one satisfying power of a good is called utility. What is utility? Utility means one satisfying power of a good for which we are in need of a good, right? Then question number 28, what is the unit to measure utility? Answer is, util is the unit to measure utility. Question number 29, what do you mean by initial utility? The answer is, by initial utility of a commodity, we mean the utility derived from the consumption of its first unit. So what is initial utility? Initial utility means the utility of the first unit of the commodity, right? Then go to question number 30. What is total utility? Answer is, total utility is the sum of all the utilities derived from the total number of units of a commodity consumed, right? So what is total utility? It is the sum total of the utilities derived from all the units of the commodity consumed, right? Then question number 31, what is marginal utility? Answer is, marginal utility means the addition made to total utility by the consumption of one more unit of a commodity. When you consume one more unit of a commodity or an additional unit of a commodity, how much utility you get from the commodity, that is known as marginal utility. So it means addition made to total utility by the consumption of one more unit of a commodity. Then question number 32, what do you mean by marginal utility of a commodity? You mark just the difference. The previous question is, that is question number 31 says, what is marginal utility? Now the question is, what do you mean by marginal utility of a commodity? So what is the answer? You see, answer is, marginal utility of a commodity refers to the utility derived from the last unit of the commodity consumed. So just remember it. When anybody asks you, what do you mean by marginal utility of a commodity? You have to say that the utility derived from the last unit of the commodity consumed is known as marginal utility of the commodity. But what is marginal utility? Simply when one asks you a question, somebody asks you a question that what is marginal utility, then you will say that it is the additional utility gained from additional unit of a commodity consumed, right? Then let us go to question number 33. You see, does production refers to creation of utility? Does production refer to creation of utility? The answer is yes, production refers to creation of utility. Then the question number 34 is, how form utility is created? Answer is, form utility is created by changing the form or shape of a good. How it is created? Just by changing the form or shape of a good. For example, when a log of wood is changed into a chair, form utility is created, right? Then question number 35, what is place utility? Answer is, when with a change in the place of a commodity, utility of a commodity increases. It is known as place utility. When with a change in the place, the utility of a commodity increases, it is called place utility. Place utility is created by just transporting a log of wood from the forest to a city. When you transport a log of wood from a dense forest to a city, then the value of that log of wood increases, then we say that utility is created. Then question number 36, what is time utility? Answer is, utility acquired by goods with a change in time is called time utility. With a change in time, when utility of some good is created or its value increases, you say time utility is created. Okay. Then question number 37, how service utility is created? Answer is, service utility is created by rendering personal services. For example, services of doctors, teachers, etc. can satisfy human wants and possess utility. So thus, utility created by rendering services is known as service utility. Then go to the next question, that is question number 38. What type of utility is created when cotton is made into cloth? What type of utility is created when cotton is made into cloth? That means the shape or form of the good is changed. So what type of utility is created? It is nothing but the form utility. So answer is, form utility is created by changing cotton into cloth, right? Then question number 39, what do you mean by goods? Answer is, goods refer to anything which can satisfy human wants. So what do you mean by good? What is a good? Good means anything which can satisfy human wants. They may be material goods, they may be non-goods, they may be free goods, they may be economic goods, they may be durable goods, they may be perishable goods. If anything satisfy your want, then that is known as good in economics. Then go to the next question, that is question number 40. Define service. Answer is, how service is defined? Service is defined as an act performed by one person for the benefit of another. It means, if for the benefit of another or others, you do one thing, you perform an act, then it is known as service. Then go to next question, that is question number 41. What type of goods are services? Answer is, services are non-material goods, right? Then question number 42. What do you mean by free goods? Answer is, free goods are those goods which are available without any payment as their supply is more than their demand, right? Which are free goods? Those goods which are available without any payment. We have not to make any price, we have not to pay any price for them, because their supply is more than their demand. And most of the natural goods, or you say goods of money, free goods. Which are free goods? Which are the gifts of nature. Most of the gifts of nature are known as free goods. Then go to question number 43. What is an economic good? Answer is, an economic good is one which is available only at a price as its supply is less than its demand. What is an economic good? Just mark the difference between free goods and economic goods. Economic good is one which is available only at a price. Why? Why we have to pay a price? Because its supply is less than its demand, right? Go to question number 44. Okay, what do you mean by consumers goods? Which are consumers goods? Answer is, consumers goods are those goods which directly satisfy human wants. For example, rice, cloth, etc. They directly satisfy human wants, right? They give us direct satisfaction. So consumers goods means those goods which directly satisfy human wants. Question number 45. What are producers goods? Answer is, producers goods are those goods which help in further production. It means they give us indirect satisfaction. Those goods which give human beings indirect satisfaction. They are used for producing other goods. So producers goods are those goods which help in further production. They provide us with indirect satisfaction. Example, all types of machineries, right? They are producers goods. Then question number 46. What do you mean by material goods? Material goods. Material goods are those goods which are visible, tangible, and can be given a shape. Visible, tangible, we can see them, we can touch them, and they have a shape. For example, chair, table, book, pen, etc. They are material goods because which we can see them, we can toss them, and they have a shape, right? Then go to next question, that is question number 47. What are non-material goods? Answer is non-material goods are those goods which are neither visible nor tangible. They do not have any shape. We cannot see them, we cannot touch them, right? They are non-material goods. They do not have any shape. All type of services are non-material goods. Go to question number 48. What do you mean by commodities? Commodity means material goods. Only material goods are known as commodities, and non-material goods are known as services, right? Then go to question number 49. Okay, what do you mean by private goods? Those goods which are owned by a particular individual or particular family are known as private goods, right? It means goods whose ownership is with private individuals or some families, then they are known as private goods. For example, house of a person, house of a man, or motorcycle of a man, they are known as motorcycle of a person, car of a person. They are known as private goods because their owner is some private individuals, right? Then question number 50. What are public goods? All goods which are owned by government are known as public goods. And the owner is the government. Owner of any good is the government. No individual, no family is its owner, neither any particular individual, nor any particular family is its owner. Then it is known as public good, right? So all goods which are owned by the government are known as public goods. Then question number 51. What is meant by durable goods? What do you mean by durable goods? Answer is durable goods are those goods which are used by the consumers again and again and for a longer period of time. Durable goods are those goods which are used by the consumers again and again and for a longer period of time. House, durable goods. A car, durable goods. Television, durable goods. Chairs, tables, furniture, durable goods, because they are used again and again, right? And it can be used, or they can be used for a longer period of time. Then last question, that is question number 52. That is, what do you mean by perishable goods? What do you mean by perishable goods? Just the opposite of durable goods. All those goods which are used only once and cannot be stored for a longer period of time are known as perishable goods. Which can be used only once and cannot be stored for a longer period of time are known as perishable goods. Egg, vegetables, milk, etc. are some of the perishable goods. Once they are used means they will be destroyed in their value. Okay. So they cannot be stored for a longer period of time and they can be used only once, right? So this is all about today's discussion. We will discuss other questions in our part 3 in our next video. Till then, goodbye, have a nice day, thank you all. Okay.